Hello and welcome back to the Beautiful Things channel. This is part 2 of my series of what I've been sewing in lockdown, or what I've been sewing in the past 12 months. First things first, I have to show you this absolutely adorable top, which I love. This is the Tilly and the Buttons Indigo. I was really dubious about making this pattern when I first tried it. I thought it would do absolutely nothing for me. I've always found empire lined garments to be really unflattering on my tummy area, and I didn't want to end up looking like I was expecting a baby. But I'm really pleased I made it. This fabric is actually leftovers from another dress, which I'm going to show you in another video. I picked it up from Walthamstow Market in 2019, and I think it was about £2 a metre, and I bought 5 metres of it. I have no idea what it is. It's incredibly drapey. It's like a heavyweight chiffon, and obviously it's animal print. What's not to love? So I literally cut this out playing fabric Tetris on my leftovers, and I'm really pleased with it. Now, I do normally wear this with leggings. I didn't bring my leggings with me today, and I've just filmed another video, so hence I've still got my black trackies on, so it doesn't really look amazing. But you can see it's fairly short. This is the top version, or the tunic version, but I love the way it comes right down over my bottom at the back, and so when I wear this with leggings it looks lots of fun. I will try and dig out some photos, and I'll put them up here if I manage to find them, that I took when I first made this top. And you can see how long ago it was, because you can see how long my hair is, and it's all big and bouncy and curly, and it's beach waves. I finished my Tilly and the Buttons Indigo. It's another corker, Tilly, well done. And I was doing that back in very early lockdown, which was at March, April time last year. So I think I must have sewed this probably in March. In fact, yes, I did sew it in March, and I'll tell you how I know, because I did a full bust adjustment on this pattern with the help of the lovely Charlotte Newland. Charlotte was here teaching for me in early March, and the girls were busy sewing, and she helped me do a full bust adjustment and a toile of this top. So yeah, it would have been early March that I would have made this, and I love it. I wore it loads over the spring, summer. It's so fun. I haven't actually worn it for a few months, and I forgot how much I love it, so I'm going to go and dig out my leggings, and I think I'll wear this tomorrow. Yeah. It's a great pattern. You can just chuck it on. It's really comfy, really easy going. I had got plans to make a long version of, which I have done, and I will show you in a moment. But what I actually fancy doing with this is turning it into more of a maxi summer dress. I think it would look quite nice with kind of like big triangles over the boobs with a halter neck, but using the skirt pieces. But I think I'll maybe explain that to you a bit better when I show you the dress version. I'm waffling. Right, so there we go. Tilly and the Buttons Indigo. I like this one. It's lovely. Let me show you the next thing I've made. Now, this has been worn to absolute death. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. I love it. It's super comfy. It is the Tilly and the Buttons Nora top. It's a short version. I don't do the alternating hem or anything when I do it. I just do it nice and simple. And it's in this fabric, which was described as something my grandmother might have on their sofa. Thanks. I really like it though. And actually, I have to say, just check out that pattern. Straight the way down the centre. That was a complete and utter fluke. I cut this out in 10 minutes during a sewing club weekender back at the later part of last year. Sewed it together really quickly while I was chatting to the girls, and when I tried it on they were like, wow Claire, your pattern matching is amazing. And I didn't even try. Unfortunately, as much as I love this fabric, it is beautiful. I have no idea where it came from. I acquired it in a stash bag. It's a really soft knit, but it catches really easily, and it's got lots of bobbling. In fact, oh god, I thought I had a big hole in it. Look, can you see that? I thought I had a big hole. I haven't. That's where I've been using my Cricut, and I've been weeding, and a bit of vinyl has got stuck on me. Whew, panic over. But yeah, it bobbles and it catches, and it's starting to look really worn already, which is a real shame because the fabric is beautiful and it was quite luxurious when I cut it out, but it's got loads of pulls in it and lots of bobbling, but super comfy. I do like the Tilly and the Buttons Nora. It's one of those tops that, again, when I first made it, I was a little bit unsure. I didn't know how it was going to look on me, and I didn't know whether it was going to be flattering, and I don't know that it really is, if I'm honest, because obviously with these puppies it does make it stick out quite a bit. I haven't done any adjustments. I probably could have done a full bust adjustment on this, but it hasn't got any darts or anything in it, so it wouldn't have been the easiest of things to do, and at the end of the day it's a top that you're just going to chuck on and keep warm. So I don't think you really need to worry. But yeah, it's a nice one. I like it. Let me show you the next thing. Okay, this is Tilly and the Buttons Billy. This is the dress. And I don't like it. I really don't like it. I've taken my trousers off because it is supposed to be a dress. I personally would never wear this as a dress. I think it looks awful on me. It does absolutely nothing for me. It's a shame because I absolutely love these big pockets, and the construction of these pockets is really good. You know, I can't fault Tilly on her patterns for her descriptions and her instructions. They are brilliant, they always are, and everything always fits really nicely, and it does, it fits really nicely. It's incredibly comfortable, but it's just not me. I do wonder if I hadn't have done the big poofy shoulders whether I would have liked it a bit more, because it does look a bit kind of dynasty. I think what I would probably do if I could would be to shorten it and just turn it into a top like my other one, but you can't do that because of the location of the pocket, so you can't just cut it, because obviously it's right, the pockets are right there where the waist would be. So yeah, it's a shame. This fabric is beautiful. It's a really lovely fleece lined sweatshirting fabric that I bought in Utrecht when I went in October 2020, so right before we went back into lockdown again. It was fairly expensive. I think it was about €10 a metre, so this is about €30 top, which I'm not going to wear, which is a real shame, but it's just not me. It's not even something that I'm going to keep in the cupboard and, you know, maybe chuck on with a pair of leggings one day. I just don't like it. I love the fabric, but it's just not me, so maybe I'll auction it off. Maybe if you're a size 12 to 14 and you'd like my Billy jumper dress, let me know, make me an offer, I can't refuse, and I might send it to you. But yeah, as with all of Tilly's patterns, it goes without saying that they're brilliant, they are excellent. I don't think I've ever made anything that Tilly's designed I haven't found really easy to do. In fact, that's a lie. The Orla blouse, putting that visible zip in the back was a beast, but I did do it. But yeah, her patterns are great. They're really beginner friendly, and this Billy sweatshirt has got lots of different options, different sleeves, different lengths, obviously with pockets, without pockets, so you really can make it your own. And I love the concept of a jumper dress, and as I say, these pockets are fab, but sadly it's just not me. But I've seen some amazing ones out there, so yeah, happy sewing if you are going to make a Billy. Okay, this next one is the Tabitha t-shirt dress from Tilly's latest book. The Tabitha t-shirt is a standalone pattern in the book, and the skirt piece you draft yourself. Sew the two together with a channel that you can thread cord or elastic through to cinch it in at the waist. The fabric is a cotton jersey that we did have in stock here at BTHQ. Obviously it's very bright, as you can see, but we are now all sold out. But it is something I could potentially get back in if you wanted me to. This is a very easy make. It's a great one for the summer just to chuck on. Keeps you nice and cool. I think it's probably, I don't know, It's not the most flattering of garments, but it's perfectly okay for summer holidays and just bumming around if you want something just to throw on. Elspeth's made a couple of these and they look really, really lovely on her. I'm not as sold on it. Again, I think it's a bust issue. A lot of these non-shaped and non-sculpted garments don't really do us bigger boobed girls very much figure wise, but it is a good make. I do like it. The fabric's fun. I put a little neckband on it rather than just hemming the neck. I'm not sure whether that's part of the pattern or whether I did it. I can't remember now. I would imagine I did it. And I didn't have any black cord, so I actually used knicker elastic, but it works. So yeah, that's that. There's not really a lot more to say on this one, but a really quick, nice, easy make if you want to make yourself a little t-shirt dress for the summer, and really, really easy for beginners. Obviously you need to know how to handle jersey, and you can learn how to do that either by buying Tilly's stretch book, or alternatively you could try my introduction to stretch sewing course, which I will link down below in the comments. Now, the last one I'm not going to model for you. The reason being is I haven't brought a suitable top with me to work to model, and I have had some really lovely photos taken of these already. But these are the Tilly and the Buttons Jessa shorts. Now, I made these originally because I was planning on a lovely summer holiday with my kids, which obviously got cancelled. So these haven't been worn on holiday, but they have been worn for a mini break. I'll put the pictures up here. I did manage to get away for a few days with Elspeth in the summer. We went down to Hampshire and we spent a lovely few days in a glorious hotel with a lovely outdoor swimming pool. So we made sure that we took lots of handmade garments with us, and we took lots of photographs. So these are my shorts out and about on holiday, albeit on a mini break. So I did have to make some changes to these to make them fit nicely. I did need to lose an inch on either side of the waistband. However, I did need to use the correct size to make sure that my large bottom was covered. So I made these first of all. I didn't attach the waistband. I tried them on. I realised that I needed to take in an inch at the waist itself. So I then just removed an inch from the waistband before I attached it, and it all worked very well. Really nice clear instructions as always for putting in the zipper fly, which I love. And I have to admit, rather than doing buttons, I have been lazy and I have used cam snaps to do my shorts up, but I think it works really well. This is like a cotton twill or a cotton duck fabric. It's absolutely beautiful, and it was sent to me by the lovely Wendy, who's one of my online sewing students who lives in Singapore. She'd made a bag from this fabric and I absolutely loved it, so I asked her to send me some. I was planning on making a bag too, but when it arrived I knew that it needed to be turned into something fabulous. After all, who doesn't need a pair of sloth shorts? I decided not to put pockets on the front or pockets on the back. I just thought I would have them as standalone shorts, and I'm very much looking forward to wearing these this summer on my summer holiday, which fingers crossed can go ahead. I'm not telling you where I'm going or what I'm doing because I don't want to tempt fate, but it is booked, so let's see. So that's all my Tilly and the Buttons makes. No, it's not. I've got one more to show you. I've got two more to show you. I made this for Christmas and I never wore it. We were supposed to be going away for Christmas, and literally a couple of days before Christmas itself we were shoved into total and utter lockdown here in the UK, so I never got to go away. It wasn't going to be my Christmas Day outfit, that was something completely different, so it never got worn, but it doesn't matter. It's a staple piece. Obviously, for those of you in the know, this is the Tilly and the Buttons Coco. You cannot go wrong with a Coco if you are looking for a basic long sleeve, comfy, nipped in at the waist skater dress. It's brilliant. I love it. Fabric is again from my shop. I don't have any left, I'm afraid. This was our little Christmas print that we had this year. When I saw it at the wholesalers, I knew that this was destined to be a Coco dress. So really straightforward, really easy. I've got another video somewhere, I'll have to find it. I'll link it up here if I can find it, of all of my Tilly and the Buttons Cocos, because there's a lot of them. but I do love it. Right, this really is the last thing coming up now. Here you have it. Yet another Tilly and the Buttons Indigo. Now, this is the full length version. It's got the double tier on the bottom. I'll zoom down in a minute so you can see all of it. And it has actually got pockets. But do you remember when I said when I first wanted to try the Indigo that I was worried that it would make me look like I was expecting? Once it becomes a dress, I'm not sure it's as flattering as just the top. So I do tend to wear a belt with it. If you cinch it in at the waist, it looks a lot nicer. I'm sure you will agree. A little bit more flattering. I do love this. It is one of my favourite makes. I made this, when did I make this? I think I made it in January. Don't think I had it for Christmas. Yeah, I think I made it in January this year, so it's a fairly recent make. I have worn it quite a bit already. I do really like it. Nothing more to say on it really, other than what I'd said before. But let me see if I can zoom you down and you can see the bottom part of it. Haven't got much room in the studio today. There you go. So you can see I've done it's fairly long, just kind of calf length, and I've got that extra bottom ruffle on the bottom. So that's the add-on to the Indigo. I had to buy the add-on pack to turn it into a maxi dress. I've got some really beautiful fabric in my stash, which is kind of like a waxed cotton print, but it's a really floaty, drapey fabric, and it's really gorgeous. And I'd love to use the skirt part of Indigo with the pockets, but I would like to just take a big panel and take it round my shoulders, kind of like a halter neck, so that it stitches ruched over each boob, so it's quite low cut into the waistline. Whether that's something that I'm going to manage to do before the holidays, I don't know. I'll put a picture up here of something that I stole off the internet that I think I can kind of hack. So with the Indigo bottom, but the neckline and the bust, pretty sure I can just do it by just draping the fabric on myself, but we'll see. Watch this space. But yeah, there we go. That really is all of my Tilly and the Buttons makes for lockdown. I've got one more video to film for you. No, two more videos to film for you. One of all my dresses and one of all my summer wear. So I'm not sure when I'm going to get around to filming those. I'll try and do them today. We shall see. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this one and I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye!